Hi y'all, this is Charity from F.R.O.G Crochet, and I know it's been a while since I've done a video and since I've done a devotional, so we will get caught up here. I'm going to do January 5th, and I'll periodically read until we get caught up. I enjoy the kiss of your worship. Your worship is your kiss to me, your deepest affection. Never withhold what I treasure most, your kiss, your voice, your song of adoration. For these are my reward. Your worship is specially performed to bring me delight. As it rises from your heart, I carry it to my throne, such a beautiful offering of love. Today I will open up a brand new dimension, a new element of your worship. It will flow from you in waves of praise and will rise from depths of worship, unlike you've ever known. Fragrant perfume, precious and of great value to me, for it required the death of my most precious son to release it. And each time you worship through your pain, to rises it rises, as a fragrant offering before my throne. My sacred chamber is calling you. Come and spend time with me and offer those sacrifices of praise. I will draw you in to that cloud-filled chamber of intimacy where we will share the cup of love together. So come, my glorious inheritance, come and enter into love's delight. I love you, my bride. Your kisses of love are exhilarating more than any delight I've known before. Your kisses of love awaken even the lips of sleeping ones. And that's Song of Songs 7:9. And that's one devotional. Another one here in a little bit. All right. Let's see here. I don't see anybody in chat right now, but I will pull my phone up so that if I do have somebody that shows up, I can read your chat because I cannot read the chat all the way over there. But anyway. Alright. I did get the Granny Source squares sewed together, but I think I'm going to redo them. I'm going to get some more of the animals done because there's actually 5 of those. And I'm going to take them out and do just one whole row of the animals. So I'll be taking these 2 out, the lion and the elephant, and put them on the next row. And then when we get some more flowers, put them in here. So, but this is what it looked like with all 10 sewed together. But I will be taking these 2 out and putting them on the next row, put 2 flowers or other granny squares there. And I think I've got fruit coming up too, so that'll be another row. I don't know how many of the fruits there is, but that's that. So I haven't been working on this one, other than I did get these sewed together. Now I did get the first 10 of the 365 days of granny squares. I got all 10 of those sewed together. And that's, whoops, I'm showing you the back. Whoop, there we go. I think. Yep, that's the front. All right, that's the first 10. Got sewed together. And I did show y'all up to 12. So, and I did not add them in because I'm doing one whole row of 5 together this way. Then I sew it across there. And that one's puckering. But there's 10 of them. That's the 365 days of granny squares. All right, let's see. This was 11. That was little man's. This was 12. That was my husband's colors. All right. This one was 13, and that was my pick for colors. And this was Miss Kitty's. That's 14. Now, the one she did, one Nadia did, she did green for the background. But Miss Kitty likes pinks and yellows and purples, so she picked purple as her background instead of green with the daisy. That was 14. This one's 15. Little man's colors. 15. And this is pretty close to what Nadia had picked out. And this was my husband's. Other than she had green instead of yellow. But I thought, well, colors of flame. We got the red, the orange, yellow, and then you got blue flame. Sometimes, if it's hot enough, it'll burn blue. But she did border hers in blue. Now, which one was that? Let's see. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That was 16. And this one was mine. And I just did the same thing that Nadia had picked out. Same colors, kind of. Now, the brown is a little bit darker than what she had. And my yellow is not as dark. And the green, I don't think the same color either. But at least basically about the same colors. Because this was a sunflower. So I chose to stick with the colors. So that one was 18. That's day 18. And this was Miss Kitty's, and that was her color choices. And that's day 19. I did not get 20 done. I will get that one done soon, and then I will do the one row. I see we have somebody in. Hi, Angela. Welcome in. I'm doing good. Thank you. Yeah, the kids and my husband helped pick out colors too. So it's going to be our family blanket when it gets done. And I'll probably just stick it on the back of the couch for whoever to use. But this one I will be keeping. Now, I don't know how big I'm going to do it. This is the 365 days of granny squares. I might get to where it's big enough to do it as a blanket and then stop. I don't know if I will keep up with doing all of the 365 days. I will try. But so far it's been kind of it's a task. This was the other one, Angela. And I'm going to redo this one. This is the Granny Square source book. Granny Squares that I've been doing. I've been doing one a day. I know this is about as far as I got. I want to take these because I got 3 more animals to do and put them down here on the next row and then do like flowers or something up here. That way I'll have all my animals on one row together. And then I think the next group is like fruit. Like there's like apples, orange, peach, stuff like that, lemons. And so I wanted to try to keep the animals together on the same row. And then but anyway, I'm going to redo that one. But I haven't done any more on that. But I have done, I wanted to show y'all this. This was so neat. Miss Setta, for my birthday, we met up with Miss Setta, me and Miss Kitty did, and she got me this book for my birthday. And I'm actually working on this blanket right here, our Afghan. I'm not doing the same colors that they've got there because it's just a solid teal color, but I am following the pattern. But when we were with her, let's see. Yeah, they used Red Heart Turquoise for theirs. That's a better picture of it right there. They used Red Heart. And when I was with Miss Setta, I had gotten a Caron cake. I actually got two of them. 2 Caron cotton cakes in this colorway, which is beach glass. Okay. Now, mind you, these were bought at 2 different times. This was back in April last year when I went, when my husband took me out to Outer Banks for our anniversary, our 20th anniversary. I got this yarn right here, and it is called Universal Yarn, and it's called Offbeat. See? Yep. Like my light's a little too bright for this label, but anyway. And this one's colorway, it's called Wicked. And it's got a marbling to it. I got that one in April at the beach. This was last year in April at the beach. This one I got at Michael's. And this was like a little specialty shop. I don't remember what the name of it was. And this one I got in January on my birthday with Miss Setta. And tell me those don't match. I just love how they turned out, that they matched. Now this one's got a little bit more blue color, and this one's a teal with brown. But I just thought it was so neat how they matched. And they both have like where the brown turns kind of a dark and then a light brown. This one does that too. The blue, not so much. It does have like a little bit of a teal color to it in this. Mostly a blue. But I just thought that was neat how these matched up. This was bought in April of last year. This was bought in January this year at 2 different places. I thought it was neat and that they went together so well. So that was definitely planned by God for me to get these, to put them together for this blanket. And it went so well with this from Miss Setta. When we went, she got me the book. And this is what I've got so far on the blanket. Come on, stitch marker. And I've already put the 2 colors together. I've already used 1 whole skein of the Caron cotton and part of a skein of the other one. Hi, Stitching on the Hill. Welcome in. And I'm going to do another devotional real quick. Trying to get me caught up where I need to be on my devotionals. It says, you are my glorious inheritance. My delight in you is real, for you are my glorious inheritance. I have taken you, carried you, and made you my own. Men inherit houses and land and wealth, but you are my inheritance. Your love is my finest wine, intoxicating and pleasing. Your worship is a pleasing offering to me each day. You are my reward and eternal inheritance. Our joy for eternity will be to have each other. Nothing can diminish the bliss we will share together. My son has bled and died for you. For you are the love gift that I promised him as he came to earth, the glorious inheritance of the Son. My mercies endure forever. My loving kindness flows throughout your days. I will watch over you and guard you, or guard your ways. For sacred blood was given to make you mine. My desire is to bless you. It's my joy to see you excel and rise. Others may speak dark words of fear and rejection over you, but my words will always bring life to your soul and strength to your heart. Be sensitive to my voice, and you will hear me whisper to you this day, you are my glorious inheritance. And the scripture is, I pray that the light of God will illuminate the eyes of your imagination, flooding you with light until you experience the full revelation of the hope of his calling. That is the wealth of God's glorious inheritances that he finds in us, his holy ones. And that's Ephesians chapter 1, verse 18. And I have been working on doing some bunnies. My plan is to do 6 of them. So far, I have completed 3 sets, working on the 4th set. This is the first set of legs, because that's all that Miss C has taught us so far, is how to do these. Tomorrow, she will be teaching us how to do the ears. But this one, there's the first one. This is the second set, and it's kind of sparkly yarn. It's purple and gold. Well, it's like a cream color with gold speckles in it. And that's set number 3. This one's a lot bigger because the yarn is so much bulkier that they're a lot bigger. And there's one for the 4th set. So I'm going to do blue. And I got part of one started, part of the second one. Then I'm going to do a red. This is more of like a burgundy color. I had gotten this at a secondhand store. It says it's from Grant's. It's Windtuck. It's worsted type. Says machine washable, machine dryable. 4-ply. It says wine red is the color. And this is how old this thing is. It was 99 cents when it was purchased. I don't know where it came from really. Because like I said, I got it at a consignment shop or secondhand shop, but it was a full skein. but that one is going to be one of the bunnies. The blue is called Yale Blue, not Royal Blue, Yale Blue. Same brand. And then I'm going to do one in green, and this one is called Kelly Green. And it's showing up darker than that picture. So that will be the other some bunnies. Yeah, I did show the squares stitching on the heel, but I can show them again if you would like. I actually got the first 10 sewed together. And y'all seen 11 and 12 last week. That was 11 and 12, or well, my last video. And that was little man's, and that was my husband's colors. That was 11, 12. This one's 13. That would be my color pick. This is 14. That's Miss Kitty's colors. That's a daisy. Now, what they had picked out for on the 365 days, she did green. But Miss Kitty likes pinks, yellows, and purples. So she already had the yellow, and she chose purple for her background. What was that? Let's see. 11, 12, 13, and 14. This is 15. That's little man's colors. 16. That was my husband's colors. And Nadia did green here. We did the yellow and the colors of flame. So, and blue is actually a color of one of the flame. If it's hot enough, it'll actually be blue. That was 17. Yeah, 17. This was 18. This one was mine. I went with this pretty much same colors. I didn't have the same color of brown. Mine was a little bit darker, and my yellow was a little bit lighter color than what she used. My petals keep curling up. I can't get them to lay down. It's supposed to be a sunflower. And this was day 19, Miss Kitty's colors. I haven't done 20 yet. And the other one that I did, the Granny Square source book, this was what I had done. I did get the first 10 put together, but I'm going to redo and take these two out and put a different, like if it's flower or whatever, put them there and put, because there's 3 more animals to do, and I'm going to put them underneath, have all the animals in one row. So I haven't done any more on this yet. I will try, but right now I've been trying to get these Sun Bunnies done. So, any of y'all been working on any of the Sun Bunnies? My phone is buffering. I'm behind y'all. I'm sorry. I can't read that print all the way over there. So, this one is the fourth bunny. I really need to get my prize out, but it has been quite the week, y'all. Little man was home with me on Monday because of a holiday, but I had Mondays is the day that I've got my PJs on. I don't usually do PJs, but it is so cold that the PJs are much warmer. These are actually kind of like flannels. Anyway, but it is outside 12 or 13. I can't read it, but it is very, very cold. And we got the wood stove going, but even with that, it's still cold. So, but anyway, little man helped me uh, with cleaning the church, and Miss Kitty went to her aunt's, and it had been a couple weeks since she had been at her aunt's. Um, One of the reasons was that um, my brother, my sister-in-law's husband, was in the hospital. He had a heart attack, and he was in there for a while. And in one of the weeks, we didn't have internet here at the house, and she didn't either, but there was internet at the church. So Miss Kitty went with me that day and did her work at the church. Um, but anyway, after that, uh, I posted up a little video while I was at the church working that it was snowing on Monday, and me and little man, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have been in the middle of snow getting home. Um, but he he helped me get things done quickly, and we got to get on the road in time before the roads got bad. But it was snowing Monday when we were cleaning, and hold on just a sec. But anyway, we got the cleaning done. We went and got Miss Kitty. When we went and got her from my sister-in-law's house, she wasn't quite done with her schoolwork, but it was raining and sleeting at the same time while we were there. But the roads still had got bad. But we did make it home in time before that happened. But we had snow on the ground and the roads got kind of iffy. My husband barely made it home that night from work. And anyway, he did make it home, thank goodness. Um, but he had the truck that day because it was calling for weather, so that's why he did drive the truck, 4-wheel drive. But then because of the snow, they canceled school on Tuesday, so we had little man here, and poor Miss Kitty, she still had to do her schoolwork. So I had to keep him occupied while Miss Kitty was trying to do her schoolwork. And then they canceled school on Wednesday as well because we had ice. It did warm up on Tuesday a little bit, and it melted some of the snow, but what melted froze overnight. So the roads were slick again, so they did no school on Wednesday. Now, Thursday, he did go back full day. And then Friday, he had a 2-hour delay because of ice, but I don't, anyway. But it's been quite the interesting week this week. But I have not gone anywhere too much other than to go take little man to the bus stop and pick him up from the bus stop and come back home. But for And then Monday went and cleaned. But after that car parked Monday, the only thing it did was go down and get him, take him to the bus and pick him up. I didn't even go anywhere today. It was so cold and everything. My husband did get out and go, and he spent the day with the pastor today. They go and do things sometimes. Let me see. I got some messages here. Stitching. Not yet. Paid $5 for the download. But I have to get my sweater done first. And it's almost finished. Then I want to work on a sunbunny. Oh. Miss C has a download for the pattern for her sunbunny? Is that what you're saying? If you guys keep seeing the light in the window here, it is very windy outside and stuff keeps blowing by that light. It's a motion sensor light, so. But poor Jen's still waiting on me to send out her package, but with all that ice and snow we had, I wasn't going anywhere. I know I got front wheel drive, but these mountain roads ain't something to play with. Stitching. What's Stitching on a Hill? What is your name? Because I've seen you on other channels, but on lives. I know a lot of people call me Froggy or they call me Jennifer, but it's Charity. Because there is Froggy Winna Knitting, and her name is Jennifer. And occasionally, but some people call me Frog as well, and that's fine. Oh, you found a pattern on Amazon. Okay. Okay, Diana. Is that it? Cool. That should be easy for me to remember because I've got a niece named Diana, which actually my sister renamed her. It was Diana Kate, and then she renamed her to Margaret Diana. But I told my daughter, Miss Kitty, I said, I'm still going to call her Diana because that's what she was given the first time. So, because it was, like, she was what, a month old or so by the time she changed it. So, but I mean, it's her kid, her choice to change the name. But, so that was 8. This is row 9. Well, Diana, Miss C's doing the tutorials online for how to do a sunbunny. Now she did get, what was it? She said she got the pattern from somebody else, but she kind of changed it and adapted it to her own. She kind of changed the pattern a little bit, but I think she just kind of looked at a bunny and made up her own pattern. I'm guessing that's how she said it. I'll have to look at the first video again. But I just love how Miss C does these little stories with them too. Names them. And that kind of inspired me this year, or well, last year for Christmas. I started doing little doll dresses. And I had been doing that for a while, though, was finding these little dolls at Goodwill. Dolls and teddy bears and stuff like that I can make little outfits for. I like to do the dresses more than I like to do little boy outfits because there's not really that many little boy outfits out there to make. There's a lot more dresses than there is the other stuff for little boys. But I enjoy doing the dresses. And some of them I do myself. I've done my own patterns on some of them. But I did do, let's see, little man, he kept fussing at me because I kept doing, and I did. It's so much easier, and there's so many more patterns um, out there available for little girls than there is for little boys. Um, but he kept fussing about that I make a lot of stuff for her, for Miss Kitty, and not a lot for him. Um, but so anyway, I did make him. Let's see, I've made him an octopus. As there was a free pattern on Yarnspirations that I downloaded and did that pattern, and it's using the we call it sugar and cream, I think, whatever it is at Walmart, the cotton yarn for like doing dishcloths is what you use. And for your main color, which is the color of the octopus, use 2 skeins of that. I think one or two of the white, and then very little of the black. Because you do the eyeballs most, with white and then the black, and then you trim the tentacles in the black. Or is it white? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've done one. And our church did a ocean themed kind of VBS that year, and so I made one for it. So, and that's coming up too next year. I'll be making some amigurumi and stuff for the VBS as well. Kids love it. I give it away, whatever I make. Let's see, year before last, I didn't get to go. Let's see, we had? I've done it for a little bit, doing these little amigurumis and stuff for the kids. Let's see, we had the ocean ones. I did the octopus. What was it? What else did I do, Miss Kitty? I did an octopus, and I think there was something else too that I crocheted for the ocean.
Dolphin.
Dolphin. Yep, that's right. That was a dolphin. And we had the pirate one. Did I do anything for that one? The pirate one? I don't remember if I crocheted anything for the pirate run or not.
Well, I thought that was the year we didn't go.
No, the year we didn't go was the desert ones. The hedgehog, the roadrunner. We were there for the pirate run.
I hardly remember what I ate yesterday, so
I don't think I did any for the pirate one. I cannot remember. I really don't. But I do know that we did the ocean one. I did a dolphin and an octopus for that one. Shoot. Then we had the desert creatures. There was a hedgehog. No, that wasn't hedgehog. It looked like a hedgehog. It was supposed to be an armadillo. Sorry. It was an armadillo, but it turned out looking like a hedgehog. Everybody thought that one was cute. We didn't get to go that year. I think I was sick or something like that, and we weren't allowed to come in because of all that, I didn't take the test for it, but they still wouldn't let me come because they thought that it was that. I think it was just a small cold because I didn't have all the symptoms for for the other. Let's see. Then I used Crystal, the Yarny Chicken. I used her cardinal pattern and made a little Roadrunner. And I made it bigger because I used when I tested the pattern for her, I used like a really thin, I think it said a 2, but it was about like a 3 weight, or not a 3 weight, 1. It was very, very thin, but it was amigurumi yarn. When I tested the cardinal pattern for her, and I actually gave those to my aunt. She loves cardinals. Anyway, I took and turned the cardinal pattern into an armadillo. I'm sorry, Roadrunner. I did the armadillo, but it turned out looking like a hedgehog. Did the Roadrunner. What else was there? A little lizard. And I think it was supposed to be a jackrabbit, and I couldn't find a pattern. I found a rabbit pattern, and I ended up finishing it, but I didn't do it like during that week. I ended up giving it away after Vacation Bible School was over. What else? There was a coyote, and I didn't do that one either. I didn't get that done. Let's see. Last year it was space. Yep. See, motion sensor light. Something went by. Either an animal went by the window or something just blew by and turned it on. Let's see. Last year's was space, outer space. It was astronauts. I can't remember what the exact title for the VBS, but it was space themed. And I looked and I racked my brain, and the only thing I really could find space-wise was the whole solar system. So I actually did the whole solar system and this little bitty rocket. Now, I could have done a little astronaut to go with it, but I didn't have time to do him. As I did every one of the planets, the sun. I even put Pluto in there. But I did each one of the 9 planets plus the sun in the middle, and I did this huge playmat thing. And I used, it was Red Heart Sparkly, the black sparkly yarn, and I also used some of the Joann's Big Twist sparkly black yarn. And then for the rings of the what do you call it? Rotation of each of the planets around the sun. I did a silver yarn for each ring going around. And we didn't have anywhere up in the sanctuary to put it, so we put it down in the little bitty kids' room, hung it on the wall, the playmat thing, which the playmat, it drawstringed up to be in a sack that you could put all the little planets in the rocket ship in there. But the playmat was so big that you could actually use it for a blanket if you wanted to, and just like hang all the planets from the ceiling in your, and one of the kids, that was one of the prizes for the kids for attending and participating and stuff. They just put everybody's name in, and everybody got prizes. But a lot of the kids wanted that solar system. Some of them, even like the older kids that didn't even get to see it till afterwards. And then I had aliens too. I had 2 little aliens that I had tested the pattern for Crystal as well. Max, I think it was Max the Martian or something like that she had. And then I did a girl one for her when I tested the pattern, and I actually had named it Rose, but then I changed it to Max and Mindy, kind of like Mork and Mindy. But those were some of the others that I had done. But I had those already previously done before we had started doing the Vacation Bible School. But this year is jungle themed. There's a there's a river dolphin, and I will try to do that one in pink because the river dolphin is pink. And I will be using Crystal's dolphin pattern, which I tested for her as well. Let's see, there's a dart frog, and all the little dart frogs, which I know little dart frogs are little bitty things. So I found a backpack pattern that I want to do for the frog. And I might try to figure out how to kind of alternate some of the colors with some black in it for it. I need to order these little Google eyes. I found some Google safety eyes. Now, the pattern calls for sew on Google eyes. Never heard of them. Found them on Amazon. But I also found safety Google eyes on Amazon, and I was going to order some of those for it. And then I need to get a zipper for the mouth, because that's where you open up the backpack. But it's really cute. And I found a gorilla pattern, but I'll try to do that one. I was trying to find a better one, but all the free ones are kind of eh. Then there's a butterfly, and most of your butterfly patterns are like applique stuff, but I did find a butterfly little amigurumi cartoony kind of looking butterfly pattern that was free on YouTube. What else was there? There's usually 5. Let's see, we did the dolphin, let's see, the gorilla, the dart frog, the butterfly. There was another one. Can't remember the other one. I really can't remember the other character. But there's 5 little characters, and I'm trying to do one for each. Is the kids love it when they get to get these little things at the end of Vacation Bible School at the end of the week. We also have other stuff that we give away too, but a lot of the times it's some of the stuff that I make for them, and they absolutely love it. Cold. I'm going to do another devotional real quick. Let's see. January 7th says, I am enough for you. I am enough for you. When you face difficulties and limitations, I will whisper into your heart, I am enough. I will not shield you from every hardship, but as you walk through them with your eyes set on me, yes, even in the deepest pain, I am still enough. I will be your wraparound shield in the midst of your difficulty. When you are lonely and seek companionship, I am enough. When your heart is troubled over many things, you must bring your soul before me, for I am enough. When the lies men have spoken bring disturbance into your mind, I will wash them away, for my word is enough. Your thoughts cannot contain the love I have for you, and you will never be able to comprehend with your mind the plans that I have for you. Yet I am enough, and all you need to know is that I am here for you. My spirit longs to satisfy every part of you, your mind, your soul, your desires, your longings. When darkness comes, I am enough to see you through the night. Come and oh, come and learn the secret that all my love learns. I am enough for you. And this is the scripture. Master, we don't know where you're going, so how could we know the way there? Jesus explained, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. No one comes next to the Father except through union with me. To know me is to know my Father too. And from now on, you will realize that you have seen him and experienced him. And this is from John chapter 14, verses 5 through 7. Got to talking and wasn't doing my crocheting. So, let's see. That's round 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm on round 10. Yeah. Well, Diana, I wish I could keep on one task of one thing, but my brain, I don't know. Um, with crocheting, I have finished some projects. Miss Kitty is most of the recipient of most of them. I have only done a handful for myself. I usually a lot of my stuff I just give away. Um, I have done a lot of prayer shawls for our church. Our ladies give out prayer shawls. Um, and a lot of them have not been doing them. I've got actually one of the ladies that was telling me that she was thinking about giving up doing her crocheting because she's not being able to see very well. Um, and I hate that because she's really, really wonderful crocheter. She actually, when these two, before they were born, she gave me a set of a little sweater, a little bonnet, little booties, and a baby blanket for Miss Kitty before she was born, and gave me a set for little man before he was born. And my two kids, she told me this herself, was that my two kids are the only kids that she actually did another sweater for when they were older, because I was the only one that she ever saw actually use the sweaters that she makes for the babies, because she's made sweaters and blankets and all that, the whole complete set for all the babies throughout the years that she's been at this church. And she said that my kids were the first ones that she actually seen actually wearing them. So later on, when they outgrew the small sweaters, she made one for them when they were toddlers. And I appreciated that. That was just so sweet of her. But she also has made a lot of prayer shawls for our church as well. Another lady that's in the church, she's not feeling very well anymore lately. She's not been doing shawls either. I see we got somebody else in. Hi, Zach. Welcome in. Ew, peanut butter and pickle sandwich. Okay. Well, Zach, you do you.
That sounds good, honestly.
Miss Kitty says that sounds good, Zach. She likes pickles. I like pickles, but not with peanut butter. But you know what? To each their own.
I might have to try that sometime.
She said she wants to try it.
Not right now. I'm not hungry right now, but I'll have to try that at some point.
Let's see. Row 11.
I mean, you already know some of the weird combinations I already make, so it probably wouldn't surprise you.
Well, I grew up as a kid having peanut butter and onion sandwiches with salt. My husband absolutely hates them. But you have to have the right onion. You can't be a hot onion. It's got to be a sweet onion. Hold on, I can't read that. She needs to try it. Well, she wants to, but she said she's not hungry right now, so she might try that. Well, she probably won't try it tomorrow because I don't know. She might. She could do that for breakfast if she wanted, but that's gonna be a little rough on your stomach for breakfast. But and my husband, he grew up with peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches. I like mayonnaise, but not with peanut butter. I grew up with just a mayonnaise. I made a mayonnaise fold over, and my kids were like, "What's a mayonnaise fold over? A piece of bread with mayonnaise on it, and you fold it over and eat it?" And they're like, "Ew, gross." I said, "Y'all would have starved when I was a kid." Because we didn't have little Debbie snacks and stuff or cookies. The only time we ever got cookies was like mom made cookies or something, because there was four of us girls in the house at one time, and so six total with mom and dad. So that's a lot of groceries for that many people. So she had to stretch her dollars to make it work. Of course, back then too, she could do. I tell you, my mama, she knows how to do some shopping. She gets the bargains, and because she would stretch, she got $100 each month to buy groceries, and she had to get a month's worth of groceries with that $100. And so she learned how to get all the bargains that she could get. Most of it was we'd go to Aldi and get groceries, and there was a few other places that she would go. Of course, back then they didn't have Kroger, they didn't have Food Lion, they didn't have all these other grocery stores. And the closest to us was an hour drive to go get groceries. So, but she would use $100 to get enough groceries for 6 people for one whole month. And today you can't do that. Shoot, I don't think I could get $100 worth of groceries to last a week for 4 people. See, we got somebody else come in. The Quilted Chicken Farm. Okay. Says, hello, I came in on the mayo sandwiches. I love ketchup on bread, fold over. Oh, as a kid. I've heard that too. One of my husband's cousins or one of his relatives, they wanted a piece of bread with mustard on it. And they would give it to him. I want a snack. I'm hungry. But what do you want? Bread with mustard. Okay. So they give him bread with mustard. Ew, yuck. Yeah, I'm not a fan of mustard either. But a lot of times we had mayonnaise foldovers if we were hungry. Now, when Mom's garden was going, though, we would we'd raid them tomato plants. Um, I used to love to eat just a raw tomato, salt, eat it like an apple. But since I don't have a gallbladder, I can't do that now. I would not want just mustard on bread. No, I'm okay with mustard with ketchup on a hamburger, but not mustard just by itself. Now, honey mustard maybe, but not just regular mustard. No, that'd be kind of gross. I think I'm on row 13. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 13. Okay. Now my husband loves to make tomato soup and have a peanut butter fold over and dip that in his tomato soup. I've tried it. Don't like it. He loves it. Now grilled cheese with tomato soup. Now you're talking. Now my kids will eat like a peanut butter fold over sometimes, or some little man he likes his sweets, so he'll even take just like a jelly on a bread and fold it over and eat it that way. Miss Kitty loves biscuits. She'll eat a biscuit.
I'll eat an entire can of biscuits if you let me. And I have done so before.
She's more of a fan of biscuits than she is bread. Unless it's homemade bread.
Depends on the type of bread.
Nope, don't sound good. Not even the honey mustard. One to stack. Hey, Zach started it. Zach's the one that's mentioned food. Sorry. That's row 5, 6. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, row 14. I'm a night owl, if y'all don't notice.
Yeah, I'm still here too. So.
Zach says, I take full blame, lol. Well, they were talking about something to drink over at Lisa. Like, Granny Granny D had Lisa Knits. She was on. Granny D mentioned getting something warm, and I had fixed me a hot chocolate. So I haven't finished it yet, but it is cold. Hey, you need to check the fire, please, Miss Kitty, since you're sitting over there at it.
Like right in front of it. And this all this talk about food is starting to make me hungry.
Now, I've been, since it's gotten cold and trying to keep up with the fire and stuff now, I stay up late to, so that my husband can get sleep.
And then I'm just here because why not?
Yeah, Miss Kitty likes to stay up late too. But she can't do it during the week because of school.
Not as long.
Well, you're not allowed to stay up that late either. So, but I usually try to stay up till at least 3 in the morning to keep an eye on the wood stove, so the kids can stay warm upstairs. And so that my husband, he usually, if he does do it, gets up. Because you don't get good sleep if you have to get up every 3 hours or every 2 hours to put wood in the stove. So I've been trying to stay up late because he works, and I don't. The only thing I have as far as job wise is part time cleaning the church. So I was doing 2 days a week, but now I'm doing just 1 day a week because we just not having enough services and enough people coming in and out to do 2 days a week. Usually I get most of my stuff. Well, I try to get all of it done on Mondays. Now, if I don't get it done all on Monday, then I will go back another day during the week and go and finish up. But it is a 3-story building. It's very big. Let's see. In Texas. I mean, it's Kitty's fault, LOL. I've been staying up late, keep feeding wood into the stove. Yep, same here.
What's my fault?
The food, talking about food.
How so? He was the one that said
Let's see. I missed one. It says, let's see. Quilted Chicken Farm says, and it's 11:39 here, but it's been so cold, and all I want to do is eat. Yeah, I get bored. So you're an hour away. You're in the central time zone. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Virginia. My family is actually in Missouri. Oh, you're in Arkansas. Okay. Not far from my family. They're in the southwest part of Missouri. I grew up in that area. I was born and raised in Missouri until 1999. I moved out here in Virginia. And when I first started, I was at Walmart for almost 15 years. When I first started working there, I had people ask me where I was from because apparently I didn't have the southern accent strong enough yet. Now they don't ask me anymore because I sound a lot like people around this area.
Part of me.
Zach. She's over there making a peanut butter sandwich. Look what you started.
I'm not doing anything. Don't be ratting me out.
West Central. Okay. West Central of Arkansas. I think I got a cousin in Arkansas. I don't know exactly where he's at in Arkansas.
Don't be ratting me out. I'm not doing anything.
Zach, she's making her a peanut butter and a pickle sandwich.
In my defense, it sounds good. I wanted to try it.
Ooh, well, you eat ice cream and pickles, so look.
So?
You'll eat ketchup and pickles on your chicken nuggets.
You don't even tell everybody what the weird things I eat. I'd appreciate it if you did.
Well, the one weird thing I eat is peanut butter and onion, apparently. But you get the weird stuff from your daddy. Have a strong southern accent, can't help it. Zach says ice cream and pickles sounds delicious.
It is. It's good.
I made the mistake of telling her that her granny likes pickles with ice cream.
It made me want to try it, and I tried it, and I found out I liked it.
I said, "Oh, yuck!" And my mom says, "She says I'll eat it even when I'm not pregnant." And I said, "Nope, I'm not even on a good day. Forget it. I ain't gonna eat ice cream with pickles. Don't even sound good to me." So I said, "No. No, she loves it."
I'll eat it.
Got somebody else. Yarn Works and Crafts. Oh, hey, Lydia. Welcome in. And I got it right this time. I'm sorry I called you Linda last time. Hi, sweetie. How you doing?
Who's the last one to get into the jar?
I have no idea.
Definitely not.
Oh, pickle jar?
Yes.
Probably your dad.
It was so tight.
Well, if it's that tight, your dad probably got into it last.
Fair point.
Row 15. Y'all, I'm on row 15, so if I ask what row I'm on,
I ain't keeping track.
I got to. I'm only supposed to do 20 rows. Let's see. You just got home from work. Okay. Well, welcome in. Glad you joined us. I'm working on one of the some bunny legs. My goal is to do 6 of them.
Delicious.
And I've gotten, this is second leg of set 4.
Cool. Delicious.
Zach, it's a winner. She likes it. As we put it, Mikey likes it. Because she's my picky eater.
Nice.
Now she's got something else to weird her brother out with. He'll probably tell her, "Ew, gross."
Most likely.
Yep, Miss C's cottage. She's doing videos on Sundays of how to make her some bunnies, and that's what I'm working on. I've got 3 sets already completed. I got that one, that one, and that one. This one's going to be kind of like a patchwork bunny. It's going to have purple with it too. Miss Kitty's favorite 3 colors. And then I got one leg, working on 2. I got to get 2 more after these. And that'll be 4 sets. Tomorrow she's supposed to be doing, teaching us how to do the ears for the Some Bunnies.
We have to make another one. It's good.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you like it. Row 16. On row 16 now. What you been working on, Lydia? Yes, you are, Zach. You are smart enough. How is it going with you learning how to do crochet?
And then I'm going to drink the usual right after.
Yeah, Lydia, I've got it. Looks like, let's see, this year, just this year, and this is what, January 20th. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blankets started, and I'm working on these bunnies now. I get bored easy.
That's why I listen to music while I work on stuff. Because I get bored
16?
easily and I also get distracted. Music keeps me entertained.
Zach, don't be saying those bad words. It is a little frustrating at times. I tried to teach Miss Kitty how to do some crocheting, but she's not for me.
I do the loop yarn though.
Even tried her on row 17. Even tried teaching her how to do the loom knit. She did pretty good on that. She didn't get very far, but she was doing pretty good. And she got bored. She's like, nope, I don't want to do it no more. Bored with this. Got her a knitting machine, which it didn't do too good because it was just a little bitty, teeny tiny one. She made a sock. But then it kept messing up. It wouldn't work after that. So I even tried it, and it still wouldn't work too good. It kept messing up.
No, it's a glove for the cat's tail. Is what it is.
She calls it a glove for the cat's tail, but the cat don't like it.
It keeps getting flung.
But you could use it as a sock, but you don't have a mate to it. It's just one sock. But she has been doing the loop yarn stuff. She started a blanket for herself. She's almost done with that one. But she's been doing a lot of schoolwork. This year she's 9th grade, and it's a little bit harder. She's not getting... It's taking her longer to get through her work through the day. So She's not really had a whole lot of time to work on it.
And I've also got one.
And then she started one of the loop yarn blankets for a friend of hers.
And then I still need to finish.
Lydia, he probably has trouble like I do whenever he's typing on a phone. He might be using a phone, and when you touch those little teeny my fingers there won't hit the right ones. You can hit the D, but it'll put a different letter in there instead of the one you hit. I don't think it was intentional that he spelled it wrong. If he's anything like me, my fingers don't do too good on that little teeny tiny keyboard on the phone. Shoot, my phone actually auto incorrected my daughter's name every time I would type out for my my dad when I talked to him on my phone, sending him text messages about her when she was little, and it would auto correct it to a totally different name. He asked me one day, he said, "Oh, wait, who is this?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, every time he texts me, it says that and not her name." And I was like, "No, I didn't. I typed this." He said, "Well, that's what isn't the shot." And I looked at my phone, and sure enough, and I tried typing it out, and I spelled her name exactly the way it's supposed to be spelled, and it auto corrected to something different. So I finally got my phone to quit doing that. It took a while, but I finally got it. Maybe that was 17. All right. 18. Oh, y'all will probably get a kick out of this one. I had ordered some stitch markers. Miss Setta had a bunch of stitch marker charms given to her from around her subscribers from different areas, different states, some of them from different countries. And she wanted those turned into, they just sent her charms. Some of them actually made little stitch markers out of those charms for her, but most of them were just little charms. And she wanted stitch markers made out of them. And me and Miss Kitty told her that we would make them into stitch markers for her. And we used the earring pieces for it so that she could wear them as earrings as well instead of the lobster claw ones. But anyway, I had went through all her little charms, and I had noticed that she had one for Virginia, but she didn't have one for Missouri. So I ordered, and I've been wanting some for myself as well to make me one. I need to make me one yet. I haven't done it. But I ordered the little charms for Missouri. And when they came in, little man says, "Oh, what you got?" I said, "Charms so I can make stitch markers." "Well, what is it?" And I showed it to him. "Oh, that's a state, right?" I said, "Yeah." "I know what state that is." That's okay. "What state is that?" He said, "That's Texas." I said, "No, no, that's not Texas." He said, "Yeah, that's Texas." I said, "Oh, it's not." I said, "What state is mommy from?" "I don't know." well, what state does Granny and Papa live in? North Carolina. I said, no. I said, that's where your daddy's from. That's where Granny and Grandma and Granddad is from. Mommy is not from North Carolina. And I said, look at it. At this time, he had it in his hand. He started looking at it, and it actually has Missouri written on the bottom. And he looked at it. Oh, I know what it is. It's Miss Sour. I said, dude, what? He didn't see the I at the end. he left the I off. He called it Miss Sour. I'm like, where does Granny and Papa live? Oh, he says, it's Missouri. I said, yeah. It finally clicked that it had an I there. So now we pick on him and we call it Miss Sour. But my husband still calls it misery. It's okay, Zach. I didn't even see what you put up there. I don't think I even got any moderators in here. Right now. Nope. I don't. I don't know who all is my moderators. I know you are, and you know I'm in there watching. But right now I'm doing good. I don't have any. I might make Zach a moderator if I have somebody pop in trolling on me.
I mean, I can always pop in real quick if I need to.
It's okay with you, Zach.
So I'm just sitting right here.
What row did I say I was on?
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, no, what row am I now?
Ask your chat. I wasn't paying attention whatsoever.
Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, I'm on 19. Cool. I'm on row 19 now. Hee hee. Yay. Got this one and one more. And this leg will be done. It says, that's fine by me if you want to. Okay. I forgot what row you said. Okay, Lydia. Let's see if I can fix that. I'll go ahead and put y'all as moderators real quick if it'll let me. Alright, Lydia, it should, if you type something again, you should show up in blue. And, yep, Zach, you are now a moderator as well. So next time you guys type anything in the chat, it should show up as you guys being moderators. So... You went to La La Land. I do that a lot. Alright. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I know I'm so random when I come on. There's a lot of us here that like to get on the internet, so there's a lot of times that I usually try to wait till the kids and everybody goes to bed so that I have better internet to stream. At least do a live. I'm trying to do better this year, but with doing this new job and trying to stay off the internet for Miss Kitty so she can get her schoolwork done, which is more important than me doing my channel. So And then there's the lovely job that I have of I get to calculate her grades. And oh boy, that was fun this year. This is the first time I had to calculate up what they called weighted grades. And that was not fun. Because what I was getting wasn't matching what they were getting for her grade. And see, I was doing everything all was equal grade value, but like her test was like, some of them was like her tests were 40% of her grade, and the other stuff was like 20% of her grade, and then some of the others was 30% of her grade. The tests were, and it was complicated, and I was struggling. I could not get it for the life of me, figure out how to do that. My husband told me to call them and find out how to do it. I called them. They couldn't help me. Other than one guy he Googled it, and he said that might help you a little bit because they had like it written out to where I could see it better. And maybe because I am kind of a visual type learner. So, but that did help some, but I still wasn't on the right track on that one. And anyway, my sister-in-law tried to help me. She was a teacher, but she never did the weighted grade scale. She just did the flat, just everything across the board, same, same value grades. Sorry, I was itching. Allergies acting up from the wood stove. So, anyway, I had to call my stepdad up because I was racking my brain. I was like, who in the world can I get to get this done? Because I had to have it in by a certain day. And I was getting close to that time and to get it turned in. And I even called one of her old teachers from school, the public school, that was a math whiz. And I never did get in touch with her. Of course, she had already went back to working for the school system. Anyway, I called my stepdad, and he was able to help me and get that straightened out. But at the end of her school year, I'm going to have to sit down and do all that again. Hopefully, this old brain of mine will remember how to do it. Because last year, let's see, 7th and 8th grade, I had to do her grades every quarter. Now that she's in 9th grade, I only have to do them each semester. So I have to do half the year at one time. So that's fun. Not trying to figure out, at least everything's listed as far as her grades of what they wanted graded. And it also tells me on there that this was a test, this one was a quiz, this was whatever category. So I finally got it down and got it where it needed to be. We got her grades done and submitted on time, actually. The day that they were due, they got turned in. Hopefully, next time I won't be as late getting it done. You asking me, Lydia, where I'm from? I'm actually, I live in Virginia right now. I'm originally from Missouri. Okay, Angela says, I've enjoyed being in your live chat. Good night, all. Stay safe. Good night, Angela. You have a good one. Thank you for coming. Let's see. You're gonna set up your live for tomorrow. Your live tomorrow. Oh, you're doing one Monday, not tomorrow. I will try to catch that one. We homeschool Miss Kitty. The school system started teaching stuff that we didn't like, and they weren't challenging her. She kept coming home and saying, "I'm bored. This is too easy." And I had stayed home with the kids because of all that stuff going on. And that's when we found out that they were teaching stuff we didn't agree with. But that was the reason why I had quit my job, was to stay home with the kids, because they were only going to school 2 days a week and 3 days at home. And the babysitter, she had too many kids to be able to just sit down with them and make sure that they get their stuff done every day. So I quit working and stayed home with them. And with Miss Kitty, poor girl, I love this child dearly because she helped me through that year. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have gotten little man through all of his work and done it the way it was supposed to be done. Because the training that they give us to do their Chromebook work was not the greatest tutorial.
Oh, you mean with me being technical support?
Yeah, she was my technical support.
Still am technical support.
Well, you helped me on this.
Yes,
she helps me on YouTube.
Still technical support.
She's my technical support. I've learned how to get this going.
Yeah, but some of the other problems that you're going to cover, you still don't know how to deal with them yet.
Yeah, she helps me troubleshoot stuff. She does editing for me some, but her tablet is gone on her, so
she's working, and I'm not allowed to do it on my Chromebook.
No.
If I was allowed to, then I'd probably do it more, because it's terrible trying to do it on your phone, and I don't feel like trying to use your Chromebook for it.
My phone is terrible, yes. It's very, very slow. If I can't make it Monday, there's always replay. I'm sure that I probably can, Zach, especially if you're doing it at night. If it's during the day, probably not, but during the night, yes. Because like I said, I stay up late, keeping an eye on the wood stove. I usually stay up till about 3 in the morning and then go to bed. And then I have to get up my husband usually lets me sleep till at least about 6. Gets me up then, and I get up, get ready, get dressed, and get little man to the bus stop. About, let's see, what we'll do, head up there about 6:30ish in the morning, and then I come home, talk to my husband for a while he drives to work, and then once he gets to work, usually that's when I take my nap, get my good sleep done. But I will try. If this brain will remember that you'll be on Monday. I think I just finished row 20. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What? 1? No, that's row 4, not row 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes, I did do row 20. Yay! right. Second leg done for number 4. All right. Yay! Leg 2 done for bunny number 4. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna hop off of here, y'all. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. So, good night, Zach. Thank you for being a moderator for me. I know sometimes tonight didn't have to worry about no trolls, but I have had some, and I've had to. It's kind of hard to do that yourself when you're trying to do your channel videos and talk to everybody. So, so Lydia says I'm still here. I need to take my nighttime meds and get my PJs. I will crochet. Okay. Well, I'm going to go because I am cold sitting here. I figured that it might be a little bit warmer sitting here because the heat likes to go up these stairs to the kids' room, but it is cold right here. I think because I'm getting a little bit of a draft from this door here. But thank y'all. Thank you, Lydia. And thank you, Zach, for being volunteering to help me with doing moderating. Because like I said, I have had some trolls come in, and it is hard to do it while you're actually hosting and doing your channel yourself and trying to read the chat and talk at the same time. But I have had some sneak in there and have to do it myself. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed, well, it's morning here for me. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. But so if it's Sunday for you, I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed Sunday. If it's Saturday, I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed evening. Y'all have, bye y'all.